This Democratic candidate for US Senate out of Maine just got busted for having a Nazi tattoo on his chest, and the responses from the left are every bit as deranged as you think they might be. Graham Plattner, who's a first time political candidate, said he got the skull and crossbones tattoo in 2007 when he was in his 20s and in the Marines. Now, Plattner says he has had this tattoo for 20 years and had no idea it was a Nazi symbol, which I don't believe. It's really, really easy to not accidentally get a Nazi tattoo, and over the course of 20 years, if you had one and it was brought up to you, as it would be because it was on his chest, I would think you would get it removed immediately were it to come to your attention. So I'm calling BS. But what's even crazier than accidentally getting a Nazi tattoo is the response of many Democrats trying to excuse it. Crystal Ball said, "For me personally, I'll take a candidate with a regrettable tattoo over one who has steadfastly supported a genocide." Regrettable is a wild word choice right here. And if you want to talk about genocide, then I think we should address the fact that his tattoo comes from the people who carried out one of the largest ones in history. But Crystal is far from alone in this sentiment. Here's another example. Ryan Grimm said, "Not to overstate it, but this is a crucial moment for the Democratic Party. If they decide that normal people with some small skeletons in their closet or inked on their chest are not welcome, they are finished because they've tried the other way and it didn't work." Normal people do not have Nazi tattoos on their chest, dude. Like, I agree the Democratic Party went too far with cancel culture and like running anybody out of town that even slightly disagreed with them, but this is not a small skeleton in somebody's closet. I promise you, there is a happy medium here that can be achieved. Now, obviously, some on the left have been principled and have called this out as they should. This was a funny tweet from my friend Batya, who said, "Can we please just have someone without a Nazi tattoo?" Obama bros, stop demanding perfection. I don't know. This is just absolutely bonkers to me. These are the same people who spent an entire news cycle talking about Elon Musk being a Nazi for one like motion that he made at a campaign earlier this year. But now when a guy has an actual Nazi tattoo tattooed on his chest, you don't think he might be a Nazi? With that all being said, I'm also not here for criticism from Republicans who spent all of last week excusing those in their own midst who were caught with a Nazi group chat. At this point, it kind of seems like both sides are pretty okay with Nazis so long as you are on their ticket. Which is why I choose to be politically homeless and stay away from all these freaks. Nazis are bad, and I don't care if they're Democrats or Republicans, I can consistently say that.